Okay, this is going to be a two-part because the last time I pressed the stop button instead of the pause button, and then I started to finish the repair and found out that I had no power left in my phone and it died. So I'm going to go through some of this again. I can't remember what all was on the first part. But what I did was I soldered the black wire back onto the tab over here. Then the red wire was too short, and I soldered a piece of wire onto the LED for the red wire, and I resoldered this red wire from this other tab on the other side of the battery, mainly because whenever I went to move it, it just pulled right off too. So now, I don't know if you can really see it. It's very difficult for me to, but there's two pins, there's actually 3 pins. And I don't think this bottom one was used. I really don't. I think it was these top 2. So it is going to be very interesting, but I'm going to try to solder this wire to this middle pin and this wire to the top pin. And we'll see how that goes. I need these spectacles on so that I can see close. I got a 3 magnification. I'm going to break that wire on top. It may actually break, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, this is going to be easy. I got the 3 magnification ones because I wanted to be able to do up close work like this. I used to be able to when I was younger, but whenever I hit 45, for some reason my eyes just went, okay, we're done. Alright, that's soldered. Yes, it almost looks like there was more down on this bottom one than the top one, so let me try that. I left a little bit more room for this red wire, so we'll see if I left enough. Hate blobs like that. Really didn't want to do that. I'm not going to touch it. Let's see if it works. Alright. Of course, nothing in here is marked, is it? Nope, nothing. Well, the wider side is positive, so I'm going to stick that down in there. This one, this battery wants to be really, really tight, so I'm going to see if I can maybe scrape some plastic off. On. Ha! Okay, that's the 2. Sweet. It's still very tight, but that'll be for another project, another day. Okay, let me turn this off. Like I said, my daughter says that it makes a a lot of noise to where she couldn't hear me. So let me see the two sides. Let's put the back side on here. Now this, I'm not sure where the LED is actually supposed to go, because like I said, whenever I took this out, it was actually shorted in here, but it almost looks like it's supposed to be here. That actually kind of looks right. There's a little edge above this, and it seems like it should sit there and do that. And then this will go over the top. See, this will go like that. And then this is supposed to go over like this. Seems like you'd be able to see it better though if it was up higher. Well, if it comes to that, I can take it out. Now the fun part is going to be trying to get these leads to go around the wire, because they definitely did not go around the screw before. And to get these to bend the way I want them to is going to be very interesting. You know what? I'm going to leave it up here. That way the wires will go around. So I can get these to stay in. Let me see if I have something a little bit easier to bend those with, which might make it work better. Okay, not like going a little bit overboard, but try that there. And then, okay, so whoever builds these things, I'm amazed. Whoever actually does this, on how in the world you get all this stuff in here in a way that they can do it in a production environment. The difficult thing is that this black wire, I think, is more of a stranded, and it doesn't want to comply very well. Whereas the red one doesn't want to do a great job, but it's doing a lot better. Okay. Now for the fun part, see if I can get these two to somewhat mate up. Even though the wires, black wire is being really finicky. Yeah, that's looking really good. Lots of sarcasm there. This is just a little bit too big. Let me see if I have something smaller. I do not. I took this apart in my den where I have a different set of screwdrivers. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to put you on pause and see if I can find my other set of screwdrivers. Alright, I actually do have a triangle head bit. So, yes, and it does work. So let me get a handle for this. Excuse me. We'll see how this does in here. This one I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this the whole way in. Alright. Now for the big part. Oh, it does go on. Great. That goes on. This goes on here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it does light. Okay, so I'll be able to give this back to her. Yay. Let me get the bottom on. And of course, this one is the only one that is a Phillips. So, I'm not going to be able to use a T8 on the Phillips. Let me get my Phillips screwdriver here. Okay, and we'll see if this will be enough to get it. Ah, there it goes. Yes. Okay, well everyone, thank you for watching. And just remember, in this crazy world we live in, please don't take your cue from social media. Try to treat other people the way you want to be treated. Okay, thank you. Oh, one other thing is before you turn off your soldering iron, you should always put some solder on the tip so that it doesn't rust. Okay, good night.